So let us talk about switch in React, and the switch component is used to render components only when the path will be matched. So if the path is matched to that route, it will be matched and it will be shown. Otherwise, it will return a not found component. So the not found component is basically something like if there is a page, if there's a page that does not exist on your web app and you search for it, it will show a 404 error. I hope you come across it. Now, Google algorithm expects if you want to have good SEO on your web app or a website, then it expects a 404 page created and you will rank up if there is a 404 page created. So to create that, let's first make a component called notfound.js, right? So inside of your components, right click the components folder, that is not in the source but in the components folder. If you can see this right here where your about and contact is there. So right click on this, create a new file called notfound.js, or you can call it as error.js, anything you want. So here we will be again importing React. This is just a component, so nothing major happening here. So after this, let's say const, let's call it as error. The component is error, and that is equal to, we will create an arrow function, and inside of this I am going to say h1, I'm going to say not found, and after this I am just going to export it. You can name this as not found in capital letters itself if you don't want to get confused, but that's not a problem, anything is fine. So just this basically exporting the component and importing the component from the file notfound.js. So go back to your index and right here import, what is the component? It's error from components not found. That's about it. We will be pointing towards that when we're not found. So go down to switch right here. Now inside the switch component, it has to be inside of this. I don't think we have imported switch. So let's put switch. Okay, we can actually remove link because we're not using link anymore. And we will have to put switch right here somewhere. So we can put switch right here. Don't forget the comma. And once the comma is done, you have imported the switch. We can use the switch right here as the component. And here, right inside of this, we need to make a small change that with route, where the component will be equal to, so nothing is found, it will go to the not found component. Sorry, that will be error. That is the component that we imported, right? So if nothing is found, this will be the route it will be taking, that the web app will be taking. So it will just go to the not found app, the component. So and then it will display not found. It's as simple as that. So we will be importing the component error from the not found file in our components folder, and we will be importing it here inside of index, and we'll just be using error component inside of our route and inside the switch component. So let's go ahead and save this. Let's check if there are no errors. There are no errors, and if we go here, we'll get the normal thing. So let's go and type a link that's not in our web app. That will nothing but be anything gibberish, so you just can type something which does not exist. So we don't have a blog post, we don't have a blog page. So I'm just trying to access blog in our web app, but it doesn't even exist. So when we do that, it says not found. So that's what. So you type anything that does not link to any of the URLs in our web app, it will say not found. But if you go to the contact me, that web app is actually in our, the component is there in our web app. We have a route for that. So it is going to say contact me. So that's about switch, and this is very important when you are creating a web app, the not found component and routing to the component when there's nothing. So the app itself will not crash, but it will just take you to another component saying this does not exist. So it's as simple as that. Now we will be implementing all of these what we have learned in our next project. So all these concepts are quite important, and I hope you understood all of these. These are all separate components inside the component folder. All of them are stored here. I am accessing all of them in index.js. We learned how to use route, navlink, link, which I've removed. If you want, you can keep it. It'll just it'll keep showing a warning. I've used switched, we've used browser routes, and we have also installed React Router DOM. These are quite important concepts, and I hope you understood this, and it's quite exciting.